Just about set to get underway here at Nelson Bay. It's the Briars taking on the Hunter Wildfires, and it's Isabella Galata to kick us off, and she kicks relatively deep into the Wildfires half, and that one's been put down. Briars are going to have a scrum right on top of the 22 metres line. On the attack from the start, 20 seconds gone, and already a minor win for the Briars. The big question will be, how do they rebound from their 17-point loss to South? It was a lot more positive than the scoreboard suggested, with the Wildfires coming off what some might call an upset win over Uni, 15 points to 12 last time out. Third versus 10th out of 10 teams, and the Briars on the back foot. The Wildfires already trying to make up for that early error. Hancock out around the outside. Through their hands again. Galata. Short of the 10 metres line. Gordon Briggs trying to dig this out at 9. Bromwich with another carry, not making meters over the game line yet. Hunter holding up relatively well so far. Bennett takes 3 with her. Another strong carry, as we've become accustomed to from Bianca. Kicked through by Galata again, and this ball just doesn't really want to run at all. Lands just inside the field of play there, and it's with the home side. The Wildfires who've put it down at the base of the ruck, and we're playing on here. Referee turned his head at the wrong time. It was a pretty obvious one from up here. Van Herde. Penalty to the Wildfires to compound it as well. Well, realistically, Briars should have had another scrum on the 22, only 2 minutes into this game. Hunter a bit of a reprieve here. Well, hang on, it's a penalty for the Briars. Well, there you go. We talk about that rugby justice or karma. Isabella Galata looking for touch. Kicks it very long. It does find touch though, and be marked about 5 away. Maybe just a touch more. Chance for Briars to go on to the attack. They have points on field now, but have never had a lead. Thrown in. And with the Briars, who are now well and truly on the front foot against the Wildfires. Strong counter ruck. It's a tackle by the look of it. It's already been stolen. So there you go. Perfect counter ruck from Hunter. They go out to the fullback basically and just clear their lines and push Briars back, who have been on the front foot to start this one off early. Pass goes to ground, knocked backwards by the Briars twice there. Ball's been left behind once more. Still with the Briars, who are now not only not making the advantage line, but not making meters. Strong tackle. Brings down, forces the knock on. Hunter coming out of their own territory once more. Good tackle by Hancock in the 19. Madison Brooks shoots up out of the line and makes a massive gap for the Wildfires to finally get over halfway. The ball is placed and ready to go. They've got to work out who wants it though. Bit of a clumsy start for the home side, who've been pretty impressive. Just the one loss this season. Breaking through they go now. Now they're getting into a rhythm. Over the 22, no, pardon me. Oh, that's an awkward looking tackle. It's a hard landing for Annika Butler. Well, we're going back for a different penalty here. Wasn't for that tackle. No, so it must have been a penalty in back play, not the tip tackle or lifting tackle. Another strong carry off the back fence by the Wildfires. Through their hands they go once more. Through Georgia Chapel now through the back line. Ball is left out the back. Couldn't find Charlotte Maslin. Kicked ahead. Arms go up and just misses the soccer kick there. Falkinder. Ball in touch. It will be a line out to the home side again. Quick change of match ball there. Trying to find more grip on this, and Van Herder again. Have an issue in back play, no. Comes in eventually. Wildfires with it now. Trying to break out of their own half. Once again, they have done, and trying to break into Briars' half now and get properly on the front foot. Advantage being played. Mulligan awaits them if they get it wrong here. Van Herder outside to Salveda. Salveda towards the 5 metres line, brought down short of it. Dietrich distributing out the back to Poppy Flanders in the 21. Georgia Cole. Played to herself there and playing on, says the referee, and off we go again. Counter-ruck not in time. Straight through goes Simpson. Regan Simpson towards the try line, towards the goal line and uprights, and brought down. Hunter in the best position they have been in these opening stages, have finally broken into the Briars quarter after being pinned on their own through their own errors. Strong tackle by Bromwich over the top, stolen by Briars, and I think the referee will say, no, there was an advantage playing out and he's going to go back. So look, there's clearly a territorial one gained there, but the referee's saying not a tactical one. And already, the referee wants to have a chat here. Madison Brook. Tap taken. Didn't hear a whistle there myself, but we're playing on in any case. And Wildfires struggling to secure the ball there, but it was uncontested, so it just eventually trickles out the back. Georgia Cole again. Dietrich wants to go to that left-hand side and through the back line with Cork out to Renee Clark, who's put it down. Referee says knocked backwards, had a much better view of it there. Looks like Briars might have turned this one over. Not legally. Again, Briars are penalised at the breakdown. Dietrich will look for touch, and I assume we'll try to put them right on the 5 metre line, but looks like she might have hooked it a touch, and if that cone's a 22, which I'm not certain it is, it looks to be, maybe it is on the 5 metre line, hard to tell from up here. They find Clark in the air. Briars don't want a maul. They sort of have to now. They're trying to draw that penalty. We've seen that work successfully before. And it's try time Hunter. Oh, he's gone the rugby league signal there. But it's at the bottom of the maul there with the number 16, Georgia Chapel, who puts Hunter on the board after 9.5 minutes. Wildfires 5, Briars yet to score with the kick to come. Certainly not going to be an easy kick. Maybe about 10 metres in from touch, and not the best conditions underfoot, as you can imagine. Steps in, stays low, and is unsuccessful. Wildfires 5, Briars yet to score. So the first 10 minutes gone of the opening 35, and Hunter finally find the breakthrough. That tackle was high, I think, and it has been a whistle, or is it an advantage? The referee looked like he blew the whistle. Playing on here and trying to go through the back line. Falkender with another good tackle on the wing, and Briars trying to force the maul, can't do so yet. Through the middle they go again. Another advantage playing out here. Same advantage, and we'll go back for that, and I think it was a high tackle. That's exactly what the penalty is. So Dietrich will look to kick him out of danger again. Finds touch about 45 away from her own goal line, her own try line. It's a very well drilled line out play there. They're back on the attack, over the gain line and over halfway as well. Well worked through the hands now. It's Georgia Chappell, the try scorer. In the 16 jumper, playing at tight head. Here the referee say you've got to roll away. Natalie Jander. Now outside again through Renee Clark. Trying to drag her into touch, can't do so. Dietrich digs it out. Good service there. Assuming that's Regan Simpson standing off. It's been stolen by the Briars. The referee's going to say play on. Panapa outside. Another strong carry by Hancock. 3 plays in the tackle, and Panapa digs it out. It's like Bianca Bennett's again. Briars not thinking about kicking out of trouble. They want to get some use of the football here. Bromwich brought down. Back inside. Just trying to find a way through, but really not making many meters, if any, through the gain line. Panapa are able to bring it out finally. Charlie Hyde, strong carry. Where's the ball? Been left behind, but it's with Panapa out to Gulata, who tries to kick, and it's not a friendly bounce either. The Briars still have it though, and will keep possession for the time being. Hunter trying to counter-ruck, and it's in time. It's another penalty against the Briars, and at the moment, not much going their way. Touch is found just inside the 22. Hunter looking to extend their lead, and really concerning for Briars. Last time Hunter, the only time Hunter were really on the attack down here, that came up with points 5 minutes ago. Going the maul again, and the referee again not gonna accept the Briars not engaging there. They have had referees penalise attacking teams when they've played that before, but this referee is not having it. Looking for that truck and trailer penalty. Awkward pass, has to cut back inside herself. There's Van Heerde again, the hooker. Ball's been ripped away by the Briars. And what's this penalty for? Offside again. So it was a clean steal. I thought he might have been penalising as if the tackle was complete and had to release it, but not at the moment. Good work by Bennett just to hold the ball up in that two-player tackle. Towards the stripe, can almost see it, can almost taste it as well. Briars right up against the back fence now, trying to hold Hunter out. They sweep it out the back. Simpson, short ball to Jander again in the 12. Looking through the hands to Charlotte Maslin, who's put it down. So Briars will survive, and it will be a scrum deep in their own quarter. As we approach the halfway mark, it's only 5-0. Still anyone's game here in Nelson Bay at Tomaree. We'll have a reset, but that might be, looks like it might be Dakota Burgess just getting a bit of a lecture from the referee. Again, Briars very new to the 15-a-side game, had a lot of success in 7s and 10s, but now they've come into the full-size competition. No advantage there. Thought you could have argued they broke early or offside. Take your pick, but the clearing kick's only going to go as far as about 35 and straight down the throat of Annika Butler, who streaks towards and over the 22. Tried to be wrapped up there, and good tackle by Bromwich just to slow that down for a second. Ball shoots out the side, and referee saying play on. Grabbed by the jersey and spun around, and Briars now trying to come off their own back fence. Bromwich there with a good carry. Not even thinking about kicking it. Now they do, and it's been charged down. Where is this football? It's with the Briars still, trying to release and unable to do so at the moment, and the referee is going to penalise the Briars for it. They're going to crash right over the line. That's another try to the Wildfires. The tap was taken quickly, and Hunter double their lead. I think that's the 24. Emily Lufer, the number 8. It's Hunter 10. Briars yet to score. Just over half of this first half gone. And again, I think that's 2 or 3 22 entries, and so far 2 tries on the scoreboard. Conversion looks much better this time, and is better. And that'll put Hunter 12 points to 0 over the Briars. 19.5 gone. Kicking off again, hangs this one higher and drills it about 25 on the fly. And Hunter back on the back foot again on their own quarter line. Ball taking an age to come out. Briars screaming for a penalty. Don't get it. Essentially an uncontested ruck. Ball comes out the back, tried to soccer it through. And the Briars defensive line, and particularly Gulata, the fly half in 10. Well, the frustration evident on the Briars face. As Hunter now try to find a gap, and back we go. It's a forward pass. So the Briars will have another scrum on the Hunter 22. Can they find something? Get on the scoreboard. Tries and points have not been forthcoming as much this season as they'd hoped to have done. The improvement has been there. In every game they look better and better. But already have conceded 2 tries, and last week against South in a much closer contest, only the 3. 2 of those were against the run of play. These have come from all within the 22. Cutting back inside. Still with it. Still with it is Kira Barnes, who can score tries through their hands. And outside to Falkender, it's try time Briars. Well, straight away off the scrum, first phase. And the Briars get on the scoreboard. It's 5 points to 12, kick to come. There it is, May Falkender with a 5-pointer. Briars are back within a converted try with the kick to come. Good outlet pass as well by Sky Gordon-Briggs. It will be Isabella Gulata on the strong side for the right footer, but certainly not an easy kick. Hasn't opened up the angle very much. Must be a bit worried about distance. About 10 in from touch. Starts at left, it comes back, it looks pretty good. Well, the flags haven't gone up. 12 points to 5. Wildfires still lead Briars. 23 gone, 12 to go in the first half. Kick will go about 20 metres and pin Briars up against their 22, but again, a strong carry off the line and trying to drive that gain line forward. Dakota Burgess, another good carry. And that one's been put down by Gulata through the hands. Knock on. And basically the exact same situation that we just had at the other end. Briars now will need to defend right outside the red zone. Strong push and one against the head here. Cleared away off the boot towards halfway, but will not find it. Counter-attack forthcoming from the Wildfires down this near sideline, wrapped up from behind by Falkender, the try scorer, who's trapped in the ruck and eventually is allowed to leave, and Hunter crawling forward through the gain line once more. Dupati Van Heerde. Another carry from the number 19. Wrapping around the back, Simpson. Went to give it out, didn't. And I think the ball might have been stolen away here, but it comes out the back of the ruck with Hunter, who still have it. Outside the 22, trying to find the gain line. Ball is knocked forward, I think. It should be a Briars scrum here. And it is, well defended. Just under 10 to go unofficially in this first half. Yet another scrum in these wet conditions. There will be some tired forwards, and one of my pet peeves is seeing the forwards, especially on a day like today, with the short socks or socks down around the ankles. Really, you need all the help you can get in these conditions just to keep everything warm and ready to go. Scrum goes down. Referee will order a reset scrum. Scrum commands are given. Panapa out the back and thought they were going to kick it. Galata outside to Iwezu in the 14. Trying to find a gap in this defensive line, just poking and prodding, seeing if someone will bite, but they've coughed it up. And Wildfires right back on the attack, trying to get back into the 22. They've got a knock on of their own. That'll end any advantage, and back we go for that scrum. The home side, 7 points clear, and again, a long way to go. So you won't be thinking about bonus point denial or earning at the moment, except through the tries, and would love another one before half time, just to give them a bit more of a buffer, particularly if the conditions degrade any further.
I didn't know that.
Fed and almost shoots out, but stays with the number 8. Lufa, the try scorer, outside to Charlotte Maslin. Maslin cutting inside, looking for the corner flag, and is held up currently. What will the referee rule here? Held up. Well, the home crowd don't like it, and it's hard to blame them. It was a long time before he got there to see that ball held up. The goal line dropout or a try line dropout in any case. Briars will kick out, hope to clear the 22, and it's a good drop kick, breaking towards the sideline, and it bounces first, so well done there. Kicks the ball out of play, stops any sort of quick counter-attack, and well, now puts the pressure on Van Herder again. Slippery ball, slippery Gilbert, good luck. Seven on 5 in the line out. Retained by the Wildfires, off the foot and playing on. Janta brought down by a collar there. Almost ragdoll to ground. First up tackle by Brooke. Come back for a penalty. It's another penalty, not rolling away. Through their hands they go again. Cosmider in the 2, but playing at loose head prop. Simpson holds up the pass to Cole. Ruck was not formed there essentially, and then Dietrich. About 5 away from the try line. Spun around. That's Emily Few. No, it's the 19 again, Van Herder. Crawling towards another 5-pointer. As time ticks away into the final 5 minutes or so. Ball is finally dug out of the ruck there. Referee now gets behind the defensive line to have a look. Awkward pass to Chappell. Chappell for the line. And it's try time, Wildfires once more. Chappell crosses for another one. Wildfires 17, Briars 5. Good to see the referee remembered to put his arm up this time. He got there in the end, and with 4.5 to go, they re-established that larger lead. First 2 tries for the home side, then Briars responded, and then again, just a lot of pressure in the 22. Once again, 22 entry brings points. So it should be Dietrich again, looking to go out to 2 converted tries. Strikes it, no goal. Well, score remains Hunter 17, Briars 5, about 3.5 to go in the opening 35. Another high one, but well fielded, 30 away from their own line. The Wildfires looking to maybe secure a bonus point before half-time if they can go 70 metres upfield. Looking the far sideline again, haven't had much luck there so far. Now they find a gap, straight through they go, and still going over the 22, and Annika Butler's away. And Hunter, in the first 33 minutes, have their bonus point try. It's 22 points to 7 with the kick to come. Right off the kickoff. And that is a heartbreaker for Briars once again. And if my eyes don't deceive me, and they probably do, Dietrich have another kick, this time right in front of the sticks. Extend the lead to 17 if she kicks it, as we move ever closer toward half-time. Hunter already secured themselves at least 1 point. Beats the charge down. Conversion attempt successful, 24-7. About a minute unofficially remaining, unless the referee decides to call it early, and he doesn't, so we'll come back for the kickoff. Can Briars find a response to go into the break and flip the momentum altogether? Well, there we go. Commentator's curse, referee's gonna call it there. And at the break, it's 24 points to 7, Hunter Wildfires leading the Briars. There you go, you hear the end of the Briars huddle. All the work to do in this second half for the side from Sydney. Still looking for their first competition points. A good response. It was 12 points to 7 at one stage, but Hunter 2 tries in the end of the half, and well, bonus points already been secured for them. Second half gets underway. Hunter kicking off to the Briars, and this one is not going to make the prescribed distance. Briars, how's this going to be ruled? Well, this is going to be ruled as a knock-on against the Briars and well within the 10, I guess. Take the advantage there, but I'm not sure about that one. Kick never went the 10. And Hunter will escape with a scrum. Early attacking opportunity in this second half. 4 tries already. Bonus point has been secured. Ball gets stuck in the back row, but brought out eventually. Janda in the 12. Oh, Lauren Goodacre has gone down, missed that tackle, but no, he's okay eventually, I think. Maybe still a bit tender that arm, but Hunter's still with it. Cleans out the tackler and they hold a pretty much uncontested ruck there. Another strong carry. Not making a ton of yardage over the gain line. Pass was very flat. Wildfires hold on to it though, but again short of the gain line, not making a ton of inroads at the moment. Now they do around the outside, and it's Charlotte Maslin again, pops it inside, but Salveda puts it down. It's knocked backwards, says the referee. I think it's Van Herder again. McCarran there. The strong carry. Butler into the 22 now. Hunter trying to extend this lead. That's Emily Lufa again. Well and truly established in the red zone now. Still moving forward, now finding meters over the gain line and post contact. McCarran. Another hit up here. No intent of dodging that contact. They're happy to eat it now. Try and crawl over this line. Cosmider stolen away by the Briars and cleanly, says the referee, but right over the ball go Hunter. It takes a while for it to come out, eventually does, and it's no release, says the referee. Right on top of that were the Wildfires, and hard to argue that they should have had an entitlement to that football. Janda again. Cutting inside. Defender is dropped right under the tackle. Now diving around the upright. And it's try time Hunter again. And they'll go on to 29 points to 7 in the lead. I think it's Emily Dietrich as well, who gets on the board a goal or so, 2 goals. Now finds herself with a meat pie as well. She'll look to convert her own try, and it's, again, going to be just outside that upright, but almost inconsequential. Should be an easy chip shot. That said, though, with the conditions around the grounds today, not necessarily a given. Kick looks good, is good, and it's 31 points to 7. Hunter Wildfires leading the Briars. So just under, or now over 5 minutes in, it took Wildfires to extend this lead. They're out to 24 points. It was a 3-point win last week against Uni, who put a score on Briars in the opening round, and have to see if Briars can arrest some of this momentum. Wildfires again going straight through into the line. Certainly not shying away from contact and winning meters post contact like that. Put the bumper bar up almost to the throat of the tackler there. Certainly no intent into that. That's Regan Simpson. Still going, needing some support. Doesn't have it just yet. And is brought down about 25 away. Briars over the ball, but off the feet. Says the referee. Gordon Briggs penalised. The tap's taken quickly. Ref thought about calling it back for a second. Lets it play out. Wildfires right back into the 22 now. About 15 away. Put down though. And that's a knock on. So Briars will have a scrum in their own quarter. But at least for now, the scoreboard staying where it was. Every time Hunter have gotten into the 22, they've been able to stay there for a while and find points. Briars need to get out of town here. Try and flip the field and give themselves a shot. Ball hangs up and the push is on, and Hunter convincingly steal this one. Simpson outside to Janda. Janda for the line. Has another one. Her first of the game, but Hunter 36 points to 7 and are really starting to run away with this one. Falkender's last ditch effort, not enough to hold up the inside centre. Finds the goal line and finds another try for the hosts, the 6th try of this match. Dietrich getting plenty of practice off the tee today. Still on a stronger side, but further outside the uprights. Again, greasy conditions underfoot here, so certainly no guarantees as Charlotte Ricketts in the 8 tends to her and stands off the mark. This one starts and comes back beautifully. It's a conversion and it's 38 points to 7. Wildfires leading Briars. Briars go low this time. Well held, the skidding ball. Hunter being held up. They're going to have to release at some point. They finally do. They try and go outside again through McCarran. Looking to find hands through the back line. Over halfway they go. About 43 away now from another try potentially and go further and further in the lead here. Takes a while to come out. Dietrich at 9 once again. Fingerprints and footprints all over this football. Trying to create a maul. Goes to ground. I don't know if there were 2 in there from each side. I think Hunter wisely holding off there. Simpson outside to Butler, outside again through their hands, through Bradford, and goes out to the wing. Charlotte Maslin, I assume, and looking to find an offload and takes a contact herself and brings 3 defenders with her. Briars trying to strip it away, but the knees were down, tackle complete. Cosmiter. Still rolling Briars backwards, and again a bit of a let off here because Butler's put it down. The referee will finally signal the right direction, Briars scrum. Going into next week, the Briars will be hosting Gordon Gazelles at Rothwell Park, and Wildfires will travel, or not actually, they host Manly, who are listed as the home team, but it will be Newcastle, according to the draw. Ladder leaders Manly, and Wildfires well and truly could be second place, could be top of the table, or feeds. She's come on as a reserve in the 20. Ball's been left behind again by the Briars, and Hunter on the attack. They've got numbers, or tries to get it from the side, and maybe the ball had come out, but doesn't get there in the end. And Hunter, 2 or 3 players cleaning out in the ruck there. That was pretty vicious looking as Clark tries to go down the sideline. Dietrich digs it out. Show and go, looking for the line herself, and has another one. Twice as nice for Dietrich in this second half. 3rd try after half time. And the score well and truly now ticking over for the Wildfires. 12 gone. A tough day in the office again for Briars, and maybe the only consolation going into next week is that they are at home against a team that are also struggling for form in Gordon. This will give Hunter plenty of confidence. They take on most likely the ladder leaders when all is said and done next week. Unless Briars can find 3 quick tries in the final 17.5 minutes or so, not sure they're going to get off their duck today. Kick looked okay, but it ends up staying left, and it's no goal. Score remains Hunter Wildfires 43, Briars 7, 48 gone. Kickoff is going to land short of the 22, but pins Hunter into a corner in their own half in at least some way. Takes a while for this to come free. Briars still contesting. Have to make sure they don't go in from the side though, and Madison Brook not happy with that. There's a knock-on advantage, and Briars 30 away from the Hunter line, and it will break down. Frustration evident on the Briars' faces. It's been a tough old slog. And you could argue the weather hasn't been much help to them either. A team that is used to playing fast, attacking rugby, particularly in the 7s and 10s style. It has been a soggy start to the season all around the grounds, and not just in Sydney clearly, but also up here in the Hunter. Coming up to 20 minutes to go this 70-minute game. 35 minutes each way. All wants to feed. She's not happy with it. It's a short arm penalty. She's trying to go quickly there, and the referee will allow it. And over the 22-metre line go the Briars again. Ball squirts out the back of the ruck rather, and is stolen by Hunter and cleared away immediately. They're not going to waste any time trying to flip the field once more. Gordon Briggs at the back in the 23, tries to clear it. It's been stolen mid-air by Renee Clark, almost a charge down there. And right back on the front foot go the Hunter Wildfires. Just getting crossed up a little bit there. Kenzie McCarran again. Cosmata essentially takes a hit up straight over the top of the 16th. Patricia Sangono played to herself, lost forward, and it will be Briars scrum on their own 22. All protests once again, but is told to feed it, and she does, and it's cleared away, but it's off the side of the boot. Only clears a 22 by about 2-3 meters. Line out to come for the Wildfires, still on the attack. Van Herder waits to throw in again. Problem with the numbers, we saw this earlier, the 6-player line out. Out the back it goes from there. Right on top of the 22 now, Hunter. Converted try away from the half century. Left behind again. Brook up quickly. Ruck forms, can't get access to the ball. Emma Bradford, I think that is in the 23. Plays it out the back, and Wildfires on the front foot once again. Short ball, very flat to Susanna Cook. Switching the field, got to be careful they don't give away an obstruction penalty. Ball's left behind, but ends up with Veronica Cosmata again. Strong carry again, meters post contact. Briars are not winning these tackle contests. Supati van Herder again. Regan Simpson short ball. Briars trying to get a defensive read here, and Bennett's thought about shooting up and then decides against it, but Hunter now finding meters almost at will. Strong tackle by Brooke again, who has been over like a rash, but she apparently was offside. So there will be an advantage, and that's going to be frustrating. Wildfire still with it. Butler needing some support. Van Herder again tackled and played quickly here, and there's a wraparound opportunity. And Emma Bradford will cross, and it's another try, and it's 48 points to 7, kick to come with 16 or so minutes remaining. Well, they would have had the penalty in the background anyway, but that is unfortunate for the Briars. They thought they had a good defensive play there, and, well, wasn't to be. It's going to be, somewhat mercifully at least, a very difficult assignment for Dietrich. It's going to be only 3 in from touch. Has had some issues off the boot today. Still a fair old haul of points. But not the easiest of kicks, and it's the most difficult today, I would think, as we approach 15 minutes remaining. Steps in, starts it right, stays right. Doesn't make the journey with just under 15 to go. Hunter 48, Briars 7. This kick stays along the ground, but it's fielded eventually on the bounce, and now they're trying to counter-attack straight away down that far sideline. Falk into another tackle, almost in cover in that position, and now Hunter trying to center the ball and go straight up the middle. Simpson eats the contact. Good tackle there from Dakota Burgess again. Really making meters post contact now, the Wildfires. The Briars defenders tiring a fair bit by the look of it. They try and break down this open side again. That's a hair pull, so this will be an advantage at the bare minimum. This could be a problem for the Briars though. I think that was Gordon Briggs. Just don't think it was intentional, but ends up grabbing a handful of ponytail as Lufa towards the 5 meters line. Simpson, Butler outside again to Flanders, ball on the ground and playing on. Bennett's trying to shake off that clean out there and get a grab at Simpson here. Brought down 5 short. Strong carry referee almost acts as a shepherd for Daisy Shackley, who's brought down just short. Precariously close to this try line now, the Wildfires, and Emily Loof is going to find the gap between the sticks, and it's another try. It's 53-7. Hunter hit their half century. Well, she may not have a proper number on her jersey, but she is, well, don't really need him if you score 2 tries. And number 24, 2 5-pointers. I think the referee just giving that warning to Gordon Briggs and just saying can't do that, which I think she already knew. Trick in front of the post. Add to her tally of 4, along with her 2 tries. And it's successful. It's 55 points to 7. The Wildfires comfortably ahead with just over 10 to go. Briars try and kick off quickly and catch the defence off guard, but they kick it straight to the fullback. And straight out of the 22 they break, and this could be a problem already. Wildfires almost back to halfway through Butler. So that has not worked as the Briars would have hoped it would. Georgia Chappell, she got herself a try earlier in the game as well. Shooting up out of the line again is Brooke. Cutting out that passing channel, just puts the barricade up and says you shall not pass, and very upright tackle there. It's come away with Hunter. I think you could have made a point and that could have been ruled forward. And immediately Shackley coughs it up, and come back for a stoppage and another scrum with 9.5 to go. Well, it's a very frustrated Junior along with a very frustrated Briars, and hard to blame them. They would have had high hopes coming into this season, and it hasn't panned out these opening 5 rounds. Still time to turn it around and hopefully celebrate a milestone or two. She's got to put the ball in. It'll become a bit farcical now, and there's a big push from the Wildfires, who've dominated this scrum and turned it over. I think that's Renee Clark with the pink headgear. And it's just not going the way of the Briars today. Bonus point was secured for the home side, the Hunter Wildfires in the first half, as they break over the 22 metres line. Ball left out the back, referee plays it on. Hard to argue with that call. Landers in the 21. Brought down. Ball left behind once more. Hunter haven't exactly been clinical, but have taken the vast majority of the opportunities from this position. Inside goes Dietrich, looking for a hat-trick maybe. Eventually will be brought down, maybe just shy of the 5 metre line, if not on it. Possession secured, trying to drive open side, not there yet, and bodies have to get out of the way. Ball still at the back here, and Briars traditionally in this game have not been able to stop this onslaught. That's a much better tackle. They don't get through the gain line, and now they try and spin it through their hands. Jameson towards the uprights. Nothing doing just yet. Hands the ball outside. Oh, that's almost too easy. And it's another one for the Hunter Wildfires, who are really starting to run up the score now. 60 points to 7 with the kick to come. They're almost keeping up with the clock, and it's just another day in the office for them. Annika Butler, her second try as well. So by my reckoning, there's at least 2 or 3 players who've got doubles. Georgia Chappell, Emily Lufa, Annika Butler. I think that's it. So 3 Hunter Wildfires players rather. Doubles, potentially hat-tricks if they can find other ones, but again, it's not a happy occasion for the Briars at this point, unfortunately, as we temporarily lose our video feed. I have to listen for the whistle here. Well, just in time to see that kick was not successful. Hunter 60, Briars 7, 5 minutes left. Relatively short this one, and Good kick chase from the Briars and pinning Hunter in their own end again. Cosmata, pick and go. Essentially a rugby league style hit up there. Was never offloading or sidestepping. Picked a defender and just ran straight at her. Same there again, and Dakota Burgess gets reintroduced to the turf there. Through their hands and trying to stretch the defence out again. And Briars are up against the ropes, and Falkinder, did she get a hand to that? Or she forced the error? Well, it's a line out to the Briars as currently indicated. So good tackle there. She's been pretty solid in defence and the sole point scorer for the Briars. Burgess to throw in. Stolen at the line out by the Wildfires. Well, they can do very little wrong today. Back on the front foot they go. Cosmata, another good carry, leaves it out the back. Briars have to leave it at the ruck, and through the hands they go, and another hit up taken there by Shackley. Played it to herself and is allowed to continue. Goes to ground, and referee, it's a penalty to the Briars this time. Moore thinks about going for touch and will hand it off, and Isabella Galata looks for the sideline. Doesn't look like it's going to make the journey, but it beats the winger there. Do Briars have another meat pie in them? They may finish with possession. Might just be a good confidence booster for them if they can find it. With 2 minutes 15 to go when it's put down at the front. Hancock couldn't find the handle, and it's going to be a Hunter Wildfire scrum. Or do they have another one in them? Comfortably won by the Wildfires. And still with it, Susanna Cook, brought down in the 22. Cutting back through the middle is Annika Jameson. Klingner out the back. Flanders brought down 5 in from touch, about 8 away. Briars get over the ball, want it, still being held in. Comes out the back for the Wildfires, and they're going to say this is okay. And Klingner, I think, is put into touch. Oh, they're going to award the try as well. Well, I think Briars can feel a little bit aggrieved there. We'll have a look on this replay if we get a chance to see it. That foot got awfully close, but Hunter, in any case, 63-7, they lead with a kick to come, and time surely about to expire. But I tell you what, the Wildfires seem to hold on to that ball for an absolute age, as we have about 22 seconds to go. There's not much else to play for now. Hunter will take maximum points and a healthy chunk of points difference. There's Manly and Sydney Uni relatively within touching distance. And again, they play Manly next week. A lot on the line coming up. If Uni can dig out a win against Manly at the moment, would really help them, I assume, mentally, Hunter, but even if not, they could potentially go for it outright first next time out. Kick stays right. Ooh, actually came back a little bit. And that's it. So the Briars will have to wait another week to have a crack at Gordon for a potential maiden competition point. But full time here in Nelson Bay, Hunter 63, Briars 7, full time.
I think 2024 was positively chaos in the best way.
Yeah, it was a good year. It was can't complain with 2 UK Europe tours and a regional tour, and I think we did a metro tour as well, did we?
Yeah.
The metro tour.
Ocean Alley tour.
There's so much stuff.
How many tours did we do all up?
Too many.
5, 6, 7, 8, maybe, I don't know. You did